Hey y'all, welcome to Sunshine Haze. I am Aja A, and as you see tarot cards on your screen, you know that means it is time for a new moon reading. We are back on track with the regular readings. We are now in the Cancer lunar cycle, so we're talking about mid-June to mid-July, insensitive ass Cancer. I am a Cancer myself, so you know I can say that. But yeah, so before I get started, this video is for Virgo, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, or Virgo Rising. So if you feel like what I'm saying in the video is not resonating with you, that means that this video is not for you. So go on and check out your Moon or Rising sign. And I do have a link down in the description box below to a playlist with all of those videos, okay? As I said, this is the new moon in Cancer, so I do have a video up about what that means and what type of energy we're going to be working with on a more general note. So yeah, check that out. That's in the description box too. But for now, I'm just going to go on and get started shuffling for you guys. I'm going to be doing my typical 5-card spread with a little switch up like I always do. Going to be looking at the energy for you guys during this Cancer lunar cycle. Any crossing energies like always. And then because we are talking about Cancer, going to go on and look at anything that needs to be nurtured and also where we could use some emotional healing. And then as always, we're going to do a little soul message. So message to your higher self, spirit message, however you want to receive it. Just something extra for you guys to take away with you from this spread. Let's go on and finish shuffling. Say what is in store for Virgo, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. For Cancer lunar season, talking mid-June to mid-July. What's going to be popping off for Virgos? Alright, Virgo, I think maybe one more shuffle and we can cut the deck. Yes, we can. We can cut the deck. I record most of my videos in one of the little audio recording rooms in my school. And for some reason, they're not soundproofed. So people just be making hella noise. And I feel it getting ready to come on, y'all. So I apologize in advance if y'all hear loud-ass people outside of my door. I am not going to scrap the video because they're being loud. If anything, I will open my door and cuss them out. So, what's popping for you, Virgo? What's the energy looking like? Whoop. Okay. What's crossing you? Ooh. Okay, Virgo. What's really good? Y'all really feeling this Cancer energy, huh? Really feeling it. Okay. What needs to be nurtured? Emotional healing. Okay, it's interesting. Very interesting. And then a soul message for you, Virgos. Okay. Y'all's might be the first spread that doesn't have me looking at it going, huh? I did Cancer and Leo, and when I tell y'all, I pulled the cards, and before I started reading, I was like, what? But as I started reading, I figured it out. But I have a pretty good idea off that what your spread is saying, okay? So let's just go on and start talking to you about it. Before I even get started, this is one of my odd shit cards, but this is I have a love-hate relationship with this card. This is the first card I ever pulled for myself when I first started reading tarot cards. And this is the card that really, really helped me get to where I'm at in life right now to be in a position to start building upon the things that I want to do. So this card, although it's an all shit card, it's one of those necessary all shit cards, okay? So this is the 8 of Cups, and we're talking about cup energy, the water element from the cup suit, which has everything to do with our emotions, has to do with our, family, friends, love, creativity, enlightenment. This card coming up in the position of the energy for you for this Cancer season is telling me that you guys are really going to be operating within that Cancer emotional, sensitive energy, for real. But the main message for this card is saying, during this time, Virgo, during this lunar cycle in Cancer, you're going to be shown something, if you haven't already been shown it, that something that you are strongly attached to, very emotionally invested in. That could be a relationship, that could be a career, that could be literally like your thoughts on a certain thing. That could be a person or a friendship. It just depends. Something that you have put a lot of energy into, that you have strong emotional attachment to. This card coming up is saying that the energy for you guys during this month is that you're going to be in a position to where you're going to be feeling like the things that you're doing or those particular situations or people are no longer serving you. but you're going to be in a headspace or in a heart space, I guess I should say, since we're talking about the cups element, going to be in a heart space to where you're feeling like, oh no, I don't want to let go of whatever this is. I don't want to leave my man or my woman. I don't want to end this friendship. I don't want to leave this job. I don't want to stop working on this project because I put so much energy into it and now I am invested. But what I like to tell people when I'm talking about this card to really get them to understand whatever it is that we're talking about, it is time for you to move on from it. Yeah, you got 8 cups down here. Cool. And I mean, you could probably pour a little wine into some of them, right? But they're all broken. So what happens when you try to drink it? You cut your lips. Or what happens when you pour the wine? The wine falls out because the cups are not intact. So this card is saying whatever you've been putting your energy into, it served you for the time that it was supposed to serve you, but now it is no longer serving you, which means you no longer need to dwell there. So if you look at the card, yeah, there's a mountain. It's like, yeah, that's a long, heavy road. I don't know what I'm finna encounter. But if you think about it, if this side of the mountain is dark, once you make it up, what's on the other side? The illumination, the sun. You'll see the plants. You'll see the trees. It'll probably be some cups that aren't broken. You know what I'm saying? So this card is just saying, you know, the energy for you guys, Virgo, during this particular lunar cycle is, although it's a new moon, we're talking about the water element, which is cleansing, and we're talking about Cancer, which is this lunar season is all about soothing our souls. So this card coming up is saying there's something that you need to phase out because it is no longer for you. It's not working for you. And now, confirming what I was saying about, you know, you being so emotionally invested, what you've got crossing you is the 5 of Cups. You got another Cups card there, all in your emotions. Trap money, Benny. Whoever got you in your feelings, or whatever got you in your feelings. 5 of Cups coming up is another one of my all shit cards. It's another one of my cards, and this card points to feeling depressed, feeling like you lost something, feeling like, you know, you took a L. And honestly, when the 8 of Cups comes up, it always looks like a L, but from experience, what I will tell you is it looks like a L, but in the long run, after you go through it, you realize that that shit was happening for you to get the dub. So the energy crossing you during this time, the energy crossing your 8 of Cups energy, so what that means is the energy preventing you from moving away from whatever those cups are on the 8 of Cups card. You're going to be feeling sad. You're going to be feeling like, no, I don't want to let go. I can't let go. Why would I let go? I have too much invested in this. And this is a crossing energy. So what I want to say about that, Virgo, is you have got to use this time, and you've got a Swords card over here, so I'm going to go on and say it. You've got to use this time to tap into some sort of activity or you know, mix and mingle with people. You've got to figure out how to bring yourself out of the headspace that puts you in this dense 8 of Cups and 5 of Cups energy. You've got to find your zen. And for those of you that, you know, really are into tarot, I actually do have a reading that I offer called the Zen Spread, the Find Your Zen Spread. You can find it on my Etsy shop. I've been doing it a lot for people recently. And did I do it for myself? I think I did do one for myself, but I've been doing it a lot for people recently, and it always comes up as a tough love reading, I've been noticing, for myself and for my friends. But I will say that this spread has really been helping people and helping myself as well. So Virgo, if you really do want a little bit of insight or a little bit more of an in-depth reading, please feel free to hit me up and we can talk about doing the Find Your Zen reading for you, or you can just go on and book it on my Etsy. But yeah, this energy is crossing you. You're just so in love or so invested in whatever it is that we're talking about here that you don't want to let it go. But like I said, it's really no point in holding on to them cups. What are you going to do with them? Just keep cutting you're just going to keep cutting your lips. What you going to do with the cups? They're not for you anymore. It's not for you. You can go get some new cups. And that's really what the 8 of Cups is saying. Like, this is not for you anymore. Go do something new. The 5 of Cups is just like, you're not ready for it yet, but you're going to have to be ready. Okay, Virgo? And the next card I have coming up is the Daughter of Swords, and that is in the position of what needs to be nurtured. So Virgo, because you have the 8 of Cups and because you have the 5 of Cups in your spread, what I will say, the Daughter of Swords, I have the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, so I have a family deck. My court cards are family members. The Daughter of Swords is the Page of Swords in my deck. The page cards carry the energy of the suit for me when I read. So the Daughter of Swords is the carrier of the swords energy. which is the air element, which has to do with our mental, which has to do with our perspective, which has to do with our headspace, our peace of mind. The Daughter of Swords coming up in the position of what needs to be nurtured. Nurture this is saying, coming after the Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups is saying, Virgo, everybody, because we're in a Cancer lunar season, mostly everybody is operating within their heart chakra. And this has come up for, I think, the last 2 readings that I just did. We have got to figure out, yes, it's good that we're all tuning into our emotions right now, especially you little earth signs. It is very good that we're tuning into our emotions right now. But in the same sense, we've also got to figure out how to tap into our air energy. So yeah, operate out of your heart chakra so you could do the healing or whatever, but really try to tap into some crown energy, okay? The Daughter of Swords is a card that comes up and points to somebody that takes a journey within themselves and observes their own habits, their own ways of life, and then also observes their outside, the external world, and then them in relation to the things that are going on outside of them and how things are being affected, right? Nurture this. So as I was saying, you've got to find your zen. You've got to come into a place to where you are able to really think clearly, because once you tap into that energy, you're going to be moved into a position to where you understand why whatever this Eight of Cups situation is, you will understand why it needs to be phased out of your life. Once you get to that Daughter of Swords energy, you'll understand why you don't need to tap into Five of Cups energy regarding the Eight of Cups, because you do need to let it go. You got to let it go and move on. Saturn is in Capricorn, so this spread is very Saturn in Capricorn for me, although we're talking about the Cancer lunar season. And I have a video up on that too, but short version, things that are not meant to be are breaking down. We have foundations crumbling so that we can clear out space and make way for the foundations that we're supposed to be building upon. And I say that because you've got the Magician in the position of what needs to be healed emotionally, what in regards to our emotional healing needs to be changed. So you've got the Magician, and the Magician is not the first card in the majors, but it is, it's the Fool, which is 0. So the Magician is still kind of the first card for me. And the Magician, when I read, it resonates with all of the elemental energies, but it really gives me fire energy. So this being in the position of the emotional healing for you guys, what I will say, Virgo, is you've got a lot of Cups energy as the main focus for this lunar cycle for you. So then you've got the Daughter of Swords. So what this is saying coming up after the Daughter of Swords is, Virgo, you've really got to take action on tapping into some clarity. Whatever activities, if you are an artist, do something creative. If you're an active person, go work out, go play some sports. If you're not, if you like to do yoga, go do some yoga. Do something that can really bring you into this sword energy so that you can make moves on healing and moving out of this dense Cups energy. I don't want to say move out of the Cups energy, but you don't need to be kicking it in the Five of Cups or the Eight of Cups, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, with that Magician being there, Virgo, that's just saying, like, you have to make moves. Like, nobody wants to. When I tell you I've lived the Eight of Cups life. Like, I go into it very often, it seems like sometimes, but nobody wants to be in that, and for sure nobody wants to live in this Five of Cups energy. So this Magician is saying, like, a lot of my finders and readings, a lot that has been coming out is, your situation doesn't change unless you change it for yourself. And when you walk, like, it's okay to feel the feelings. I tell people, feel your feelings, get that shit out, but know when to come out of them feelings so that you can make the changes, the necessary changes that you need to make in order to better your life, in order to put yourself in a better headspace, in order to find that place of happiness and be at peace with yourself and with the things going on around you, okay? Now, the last card that I have coming up for you, Virgo, in the spread is the Seven of Pentacles. And with these cards coming up here, what I will say, the Seven of Pentacles is a card of contemplation, or it's a card of cultivating upon your talents. And this is in your soul message position. And so because we have cards talking about, a situation that you no longer need to be involved in, and gaining clarity in that situation and making moves to remove yourself from the situation, the Seven of Pentacles is coming up and saying, like, all of this stuff is happening, and I know it's probably looking like, what the hell is going on? I didn't sign up for this. This is not what I want. But understand, as I was saying with Saturn and Capricorn, all of this stuff is happening because there are other things that you need to be building upon, and it can't happen until this energy is worked through. Now we're talking about the Pentacles, suit, and the Pentacle suit is attached to the Earth element. That's y'all's element. That is foundations. That is finances. That is, career, sometimes family, friends, and relationships, depending on what we're talking about. Because we've got cup cards in this spread, we could be talking about relationships, but this is a general reading. This card being in your soul message position for real, Virgo, is just saying, like, yeah, there are certain things that you're supposed to be doing and certain things that are going to bring you success. You see these pentacles are all lined up heading towards the top, and they're heading towards your Magician in this spread. So, there are things that you're supposed to be doing, things that you're supposed to be building upon, but you're not going to be able to even move into that energy or even be in the right headspace to tap into that energy or do that work until you work through this Eight of Cups, until you come to the point to where you figure out what that situation is, and to where you fully understand and accept that the situation is not for you and is not serving you and you've got to move on. You will be in this Five of Cups energy, and you will feel that Five of Cups energy a little bit after coming to that realization and having that epiphany. But you can't tap into your Seven of Pentacles until you come out of that, and you're going to have to tap into your air energy and gain some clarity on your situation in order to understand why the Eight of Cups needs to be moved out of your life, what it was there for, and why it's no longer serving you. Okay, Virgo? Whew. Cancer lunar season is a little heavy for people, and I'm sorry that our energy is that intense, y'all. But as I'm putting the cards back into the deck, there are a couple things that I'm seeing. On the bottom of the deck, you got the Six of Wands, which is a card of hope, which, if you look at it, the bottom is chaos, but there's light at the top. The only way out of the bottom is up, you guys. So whatever's going on, Virgo, although it seems crazy, just understand that things are changing, things are shifting, and the outcome will be positive for you in the end. And then, as I was putting cards back in, I flipped open to the Sun. So this is just saying, like, try to stay in a positive head, try to think with a positive energy, because these situations may be a little dense for you. Just understand that when you lend positive energy, when you intend with positive energy, it manifests physically. So although a lot of crazy shit may be happening for you in this lunar cycle, Virgo, just know that there's hope. Understand that at the end of the situation, things turn out fine for you. You just kind of gotta try to stay positive. Try to remain positive about what's going on. All right, Virgo. I hope that these cards resonated with you. I hope that they bring you a little bit of insight and help you, I actually really, truly do hope they help you maneuver through this Cancer lunar season, because it's seeming like you guys might be affected a little bit more so than some other people. As I said, if you want a little bit more of an in-depth reading, go on and shoot me an email. I'm sorry, those are the early days. Go on and book a reading on my Etsy shop, but you can still shoot me an email too. I got all that information down there for you guys. I already plugged the videos that I want y'all to watch. Check out the retrograde videos, the new moon and Cancer video, and the summer solstice tarot forecast. And yeah, share this video if you got any Virgo friends that you feel like need to hear it, or if you cross-watching, or you got friends that are cross-watching for their Virgo boos. Go on and send this to them so they can understand that Virgos might be going through it, and to just be a little patient. And y'all Virgos be mean when y'all not feeling it. So, maybe y'all do want to send this to y'all cross-watching Virgo friends, because y'all might have a few of us mad at you during this next month. What else I said? Like the video, go on and hit that little thumbs up button for me down below. If you like the video, if you're still listening to me talk, you might as well go on and hit the thumbs up button. And you might as well go on and hit subscribe so you can keep up with when I put out new content, so you can listen to me talk again and read your cards and read your lives to you, okay? What else I said? Comment if you have any questions or comments. Go on and drop them down below. It takes me like a day or two to respond to comments, and I do try to respond to everybody. So if you have anything to say, go on and say it, and I'll respond to you as soon as I get a chance. And yeah, I think that is it. I think those are all my plugs. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all next time.